And that's why you see in the Quran, Allah uses rububiyyah to lead the people to uluhiyyah. Allah uses the concept of rububiyyah. I created you alone, why don't you worship me? I provide for you alone, why don't you worship me? Sometimes what Allah does subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran, He strips away rububiyyah from people and says, how can you worship them? So realize people only worship things besides Allah when they start to think these things have authority and power. Example, why do I not worship this box of tissue? Or what will lead me to the worship? May Allah protect all of us. But what would lead a person to the worship of a tissue box? The moment I start to believe this can give me benefit, or this tissue box can push away harm from me, which is rububiyyah, which is authority, control, tadbir, then I start to face it. And that's why graves, why do people start worshipping graves? It's the moment they start to realize this grave can bring me benefit or push away harm, which they can't. Then they start to worship the graves. Does it make sense? So a principle is what? The knowledge of that Allah created you alone, and Allah owns you alone, and Allah controls your affairs alone, should lead you to the worship of Allah. Rububiyyah leads to uluhiyyah. Lordship of Allah leads you to the worship of Allah.